Now, why is it easy on the guitar to start going all over the place? Well, again, like I said, we have only 12 notes total, but in a scale, in a major scale, we have 7 notes. And we have all these strings and we have all these frets. So how does that work exactly? Well, we have what are called octaves. And octaves are going to be the same letter note. So we're talking G major right now. So we could say G, and then there's another G and another G and another G. Sometimes they are the same exact frequency and pitch. They're just in different areas of the fretboard. Other times, you'll find a G that is a lower pitch, a lower frequency, and then you'll find ones the opposite, a higher pitch and a higher frequency. And those are called octaves. So we're playing the same letter note, but we're playing them in a different register. And when we do that, we can use those to our advantage in scaling the guitar neck. So first, let's learn our 1 octave G major 3-note per string variation of the scale. Okay? And then I'll help you understand where we're going from the octave connection. But first, let's focus on this one thing. 3rd fret of the low E, 5th fret of the low E, 7th fret of the low E. Then we go to the A string. 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. And then we go to our D string and we hit the 4th fret. We're going to hit that 4th fret with our index finger as well. Okay? Here we go. Let's play through that a little bit together so that we can lock that in. Good. Okay, and that is just 1 octave, right? How many notes did we play? Well, let's think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I told you there are only 7. Okay, so with this, why are we going in this direction? What does it mean to actually connect this? It's time to actually do that. So when we end, we're ending on that D string on the 4th fret. If we just slide our index finger up toward the body of the guitar to the 5th fret, this is an octave of G. Okay? So G is down here at that low 3rd fret on the low E string. And it also, the octave up of the same note, G, is on the 5th fret of the D string. And that means what we just did, we can do again, but start to shift it up toward the body of the guitar. So we're going to connect that first exercise we did with this next one. We're sliding up to the 5th fret of the D string, 5, 7, 9 on the D string, 5, 7, 9 on the G. What do you know? That looks pretty familiar. Okay, so 5, 7, 9 on D, 5, 7, 9 on G. And don't forget, with the B string tuning, we always have to shift up toward the body of the guitar. So even though this shape is the same, instead of doing it in this break, we have to make sure we move it up. So we're going 5, 7, 9 on D, 5, 7, 9 on G, and then we will go to fret 7 on the B string. Let's connect those two so that you can hear what that sounds like. Get ready to do that with me. Good. Already, just with 2 simple octaves, where have we traveled? We've gone from here, and now we're ending all the way up here. Easy. But it continues because we ended here, and we do the same thing. We shift from that B string 7th fret up to the 8th fret. And then on the B string, we go 8, 10, 12, Same thing on the E string, 8, 10, 12. And if you want to get fancy and resolve and end the scale on the E string, you can go 14, 15. So again, after sliding up from that 7th fret on the B, we go 8, 10, 12. And then on the high E, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay, let's play that through nice and slow so you can see it connect, and we could go from there. Excellent, excellent. So what have we done here? What is actually going on? What is actually happening? Well, what's actually happening is we're playing the same 7 notes. We're just moving them in different starting points and locations. So this is something we could call a diagonal octave. We started all the way at the 3rd fret of the low E string, playing the same 7 notes, working our way diagonally all the way to ending on that G, all the way up on the high E string on fret 15. So already we're just thinking about where those octaves start and shifting. We have moved all the way across the entire fretboard. So what I recommend is you going through this just step by step and just nice and slow, making sure that everything is clean and even and ringing out properly. And just going through one after another note, starting to remember that shift, one after another, remembering that shift, and then resolving, okay? Alternate pick the whole time if you wish, and just make sure you start slow and play that through, again, 10 times clean and even before you attempt to raise the BPM, before you attempt to do anything more complex as well.